Okay, so today is Thursday, January 18, and today, so far, pretty quiet. So there is no earthquake in San Francisco Bay Area yet. Last week, actually, there was a earthquake, but it was only like 4.5 magnitude out in the Pacific Ocean, close to LA. So it doesn't count because we are waiting for the mega quake. And then this morning, I've come across a video. It's a YouTuber that I usually watched his videos once every few months because I watch his videos because of his dog. Actually, his dog is the um, celebrity, So this morning, I saw his video thumbnail, and it looks like he's celebrating his birthday. And then he had his birthday candles showing like the number, like his age, right? But I was surprised because it looked like it didn't change his age. Because 2 years ago, I watched his video again. He celebrate his birthday. It happened that I clicked on that video, and then he celebrated his birthday, and then he told everybody like how old he was, right? Then at the time I was like he same age as me, like just like a few months difference, right? So now this morning I saw this video, the thumbnail, and the age, um it just didn't change. It's really weird. It's supposed to be 2 years older, right? After 2 years. So now I'm thinking, because I've been feeling really weird like for a while now. So I'm speculating there was a ritual to shift the dynamic again. So there's a dynamic, time, like either timeline jump or there's a shift in the atmosphere. So for the past few months, there must be some kind of shifts going on. So now I don't know if it's possible that we are on another timeline. Again, it's a fake timeline, right? It's a corrupted timeline. So that's why this YouTuber, the age didn't change. It's exactly the same as 2 years ago. So it's just really weird. Uh, and speaking of that, so the day before I watched a video. Actually, it's about a seminar a few years back. So the speaker was Rob. He he told the audience that on December 21st, 2010, which is the winter solstice, he and his wife took a walk around like 2 a.m. to something a.m. and they saw the blood full moon in the sky and right above Orion Belt. So, and then at the time, it was the announcement of a new president for Iran. So then, on that very day, like within that day, the whole earth shook, like the earth, um, the whole world, like not only one area, like it's like a not as not recorded as earthquakes everywhere, but he went on that uh, particular website, discuss earthquakes, and uh, and also had the records of the magnitude, all those graphs and data, and then he showed to the audience. So, and in the truth community in YouTube, right? Nobody talked about it at all for the past few years, and at that time, I didn't know the end times yet. I started to uh, it's like a treasure hunt, reveal one thing after another. So I think it's a very serious um, sign in the heaven, but I think they try to cover it and they didn't want anybody to know at the time that blood full moon right on top of Orion. So, which means it's the Silver Gate in the Silver Gate, right? Um, so that led me to the a whole series of thoughts. Um, and I've come to a conclusion that every single major ritual that caused the shift or timeline jump, it affected me tremendously. My life, So 2010, the end of 2010, the beginning of 2011, and then 2000, there was a major shift. It's because from the year 1999 to 2000, right? So there's a major shift, and then 2001, of course, 2012, and then back then, like 1998, and then 2004. From 2004 to 2008, this period of time is really like it's a mess at that time. I can feel the energies were off in Silicon Valley, Uh, so the economy at the time from 2004 to 2005 was a mess in Silicon Valley, but they cover it up, Then 2007 I think because they schedule every, I don't know, like they have the schedule every 7 years to crash the economy. So they needed to wait till like 2007, 2008, the end of 2007 leading to the major crashes in 2008. So again, that's a shift. Um, then now, so if this morning that video, the YouTuber celebrating his birthday and at that age, if he was just joking, I didn't watch the video. That's why I don't know if he was joking, like, being funny because he didn't want to get old. Um, so that he just like, bought the same number that as 2 years ago, that um, candles, the numbers. Or we really had the major shift, the dynamic shift or the timeline jump, so that the reality is changed, right? So that's that. It's really weird. And okay, so the next thing I'd like to discuss is about the paganism, the end of paganism in Roman Empire during that time. And I want to say thank you to Christian. He brought it up to me like a while ago, like a few weeks ago, about February 24th. And he told me that he felt that February 24th is a very significant day. But, we didn't know what's going on. And I didn't, spend time to do research because, so now last night, I all of a sudden I remembered. So I did a quick search and it's the end of paganism in Roman Empire. You can pause this video to read through this. And it's in 391 AD. In Roman Empire, the emperor Theodosius the First, he issued the first in a series of edicts that prohibited all pagan cult worship and effectively made Christianity the official religion in the empire. So he issued that on February 24th, 391 AD. So that's why February 24th is a very important day for the pagan, which is for pagan, which means for, them, right? So as next month is February, so it's I'm sure there will be something really major will happen. Okay. So tomorrow I expect something interesting will happen. And okay. So I was expecting something interesting to like something to happen yesterday, the 17th. So I want to say thank you to Christian again. He brought those news to me. So the first one is the vampire Charles. He needed to be hospitalized. You can Google it for the reason. So that's something that I've been waiting for about him. I don't know if he will be just peacefully out of the scene or something happened to him. And then the second news about is the what's that called? The British throne. Let's see. It's about the Princess of Wales. She needed to be hospitalized too. So this is, some kind of signals from them to, of course, to their fellow agents and community and stuff. Let me see. I think they are hinting that from now to the end of March, probably like from now to April, I guess. I'm guessing. Something will happen to the U.S. Why? Because So on the 17th, Princess of Wales in hospital for up to 2 weeks. Okay, and 2 weeks, right? And after that, she will not be out in the public after these 2 weeks. She will be resting till after Easter. So so now on the 17th, which is Wednesday, um, so this is something that I want to say is they say she will be hospitalized um, for 10 to 14 days. So, and then they brought up like after Easter, right? So, when the Passover, Jesus entered Jerusalem on the 10th day of Nisan, and then the 14th day he was arrested and crucified. So that's why they they say 10 to 14, and then they bring it up Easter, after Easter. So that's, I think, is a major signal of the rapture is happening any moment, or who knows, it's during Passover. And then the hospital, the name of the hospital is the London Clinic. So London Clinic, the initial, the is LC. LC also happened to be on the floor in iPad Go 2 when the apple is rolling across the floor. And then once the apple passed LC, then the apple hit the shoe of Obama, right? And then the shoe at the bottom of the shoe on the floor, actually that shoe was stepping on a coin. That coin, the is a British crown on that coin. So that, I think, is like hinting let me see, UK. But then let's see. But then from the 17th yesterday to let's see. To the March 31st, the Easter, is 74 days. So 74 days is 2 months, 14 days. And is also equal to 1,776 hours. Okay. So 74 days, 74, the US 74, and then 1776, which means they're hinting something, maybe the destruction of the Babylon. And then also they're hinting the UK will, will have something, will happen, something will happen to the UK too. So that's how I look at this, because the numbers and the clinics is London Clinics LC.